What do you all do?
Now we'll go and see. Yeah, we'll go and see. We'll go and see the Lord now.
Alright, so as the sun rises, you walk along the seafront over to the northern west side of the city, where you start climbing the hill up to the fort of Karnag. You reach the gate, and there's a certain admin there who you can't help but notice keeps looking at Will, looking at looking at Jimby, and then looking away shyly,
That isn't my
and
name.
just says, "His lord is waiting to see you," as she leads you in. And
When did she leave the house?
We had to go get breakfast. She left
Hold
to get
on,
breakfast.
I've got to write down a note. The admin is behind it. Right, okay, we're good.
she leads you into a castle, and as usual, in the throne room, you can see Lord Stenfast is stood there with his usual grin on his face and says, "Ah, welcome, friends." So, hang on, let me bring my notes back up. Once again, I would like to thank you for the services you have provided, clearing out the iron mines and the quarries of the bandits and the ogres we've had roaming around. However, now I need you to move on to more important matters. So, as you may not be aware, the island is suffering from due unrest at the moment. Unfortunately, I regret to say that it's far worse in the south than it is in the north. As such, I am sending you to see Captain Firth, the city of the guard, down in Feldenust. He is going to send you on some tasks to help us solve what is going on with our bandit problem.
Okay.
Right. Sounds good.
However, I am going to make an offer. Before you go, if you choose to remain in my service, I will still have certain tasks for you. If you agree to this, I will continue to pay you well, and you will also get to keep your residence in the city of Karnag.
What are we thinking, boys? I'm thinking we go.
I'm thinking about asking about payment for the 500th time. Because it's still yet to be discussed.
We've been paid.
No. You just give us elves, that was it.
That's a
Also,
good payment.
No, but now he's threatening to take it away if we don't do a job for him.
Man, give you real estate, and you're sat there like, we didn't get paid!
No, because he's like, oh, if you want to keep it, you better keep doing jobs.
That's called mortgage payments, my guy.
It's not even like
you in the real world now.
As you guys bicker amongst yourself, he raises an eyebrow and says, "It's easy to forget that you're so useless at times. All you need to do is go down south to see Captain Firth. All I am asking is that you continue to do the occasional task for me, of which I will continue to pay you for, and you will also get to keep your house here."
I think it's time to ask his admin how useless I am.
I thought Luke was already doing tasks for the admin.
He latches onto that statement and says, "So are you the reason why she was late into work this morning?"
Slightly.
As long as she's not late in
bit of brekkie in it.
He laughs and winks at you and says, "Nice catch, lad."
Nice.
Ah, a fellow fisherman,
Thanks.
I see.
Anyway, I have tasks that I need to get on with. So I need your answer fairly soon, please. Which, on that last word, it was said very cuttingly, as you can see he's losing patience.
Where are we going to the south? South is a very...
Beldenust.
You just said south.
He said
Health?
Beldenust.
Okay.
Jesus. Get it through your head, Robo Man.
We'll be going now. We'll be going now.
We'll be going. We'll go south. We'll go to Beldenust. It's cool.
Am I to take it that you agree to my terms of service?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
South, I can tell you
Now
that.
be gone. I have more important tasks to do than to deal with rabble. and he stalks off out of the room. What do you all do?
I say we get going.
Yeah, we should just get going.
Might as well.
Oh, actually, no, wait.
No.
Uh,
no. Go on, disappoint us all.
can I investigate see if there's a bank?
What?
Bank.
Oh, no.
Oh no! It's
Roll
been 10,
investigation.
it's been 10 minutes and we're already making John worry.
No, it's fine. Trust me.
Sorry, little did you know my Robo body can play bumping EDM.
19 plus 2, so. Cool.
Alright, so you leave the castle, you start to wander around, but you realise that while you're knowing Karnak better, you still don't know a whole lot. So you start to ask around, and a few people inform you that there's not a bank in Karnak. If you want a proper banking service, you need to go to the city of Feldenost. The nearest thing in Karnak is we have some loan sharks and the like around here, but nothing that you could really call a true bank, I'm
All
afraid.
right.
Hey, no, we're sorted on that. No. Because that guy said good job on the catch. So he must be a good fisherman. And if we're gonna go and investigate sharks, maybe we'll talk to him about it.
I don't think people fish for sharks.
I mean, have you ever seen Jaws?
That doesn't exist. I don't know. They're in your
That's not
mouth.
fishing, that's hunting.
Jawsius?
Jawsius?
Sounds old timey.
Explain.
If there isn't a bank, can we get going?
Oh, I was gonna go to Gooblies.
Luke's just doing his weekly
You
shop.
can go to Goobly's Goodies.
Can I go to Gooblies, please?
Okay, so
What the fuck is that?
It's Gooblies Goodies! My goblin boy.
okay, so you
Go
head
shopping,
over.
kid.
You head over to the southwestern side of the city. You've been there before, so you know what you're looking for. You see the sign outside, open. You walk straight in to Goobly's Goodies general store of good stuff. The little gnome is there and says, "Ah, you're early. We've just opened up. What can I do for you?"
Well, we're going out on an adventure, and I was wondering if you could exchange some currency for me. If that's acceptable.
Currency?
Yeah,
What
so
do you want exchanging?
a couple of gold coins down to copper coins. If that's
Interesting. And why do you want to do that?
I just have plans. It's you don't need to know. It's fine. It's just I'd like to exchange some money. There's no bank here, so this is the only way I can think of doing it.
Okay, I see no reason why this cannot be done. How much would you like to exchange?
We'll do 3 gold coins, please. So 3 gold coins to copper.
Hang on, I need to see what the conversion rate is.
That's 300 copper, John. If we're ignoring electrum pieces.
Okay, so you want to give me 3 gold coins for the sake of 300 copper coins? What
Yes.
makes you think I have 300 copper?
You're a
At
shop,
least
I'd assume.
laying around.
I'd assume you'd have to put it somewhere if there's no bank.
I have a float, yes, but not. It's all locked away. All the rest of it is all locked away safely. It would take a great deal of hassle. I have about 100 copper in float that I could exchange, but I expect some money as compensation for the hassle.
Can I cast suggestion?
Remind me what suggestion does.
It allows me to ask, like effectively tell someone to do something, via magic, and they then proceed to start the course. It can only be a couple of sentences long, and they have to make a saving throw against it.
Okay, what's the saving throw?
It is a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, you can try, yes. And what's your
Alright.
spell save DC?
It is. Gotta find it on my thing. 14.
Okay, go on.
What am I rolling for this? I don't.
No,
Okay.
hang on, wait. So,
It's
so
John
what's
that
your
rolls.
suggestion?
Suggestion is a tier 2 spell. That.
No, as in, what are you suggesting for him to
Oh, okay. Sorry. I want him to open the vault and bring out 300 copper coins.
do? To exchange?
No, just give me them.
Well, just to give.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give him advantage on this because I feel like suggestion is not something that's just gonna. Oh, it doesn't matter anyway. He rolled a natural 20 on his first roll, so
Aw.
that's not worked.
All right, I'll take the 100, and you can have an extra gold coin. All right, sounds good.
Okay. And he takes
This
the
man
extra
just
gold
scammed
coin,
himself.
looks at you and says, "Okay." He takes your 2 gold coins and he goes behind his desk, gets out his pouch, starts counting out his coins, and then sticks it all in a little pouch and says, "There you go, 100 copper.
Nice.
Good, nice deal in business with you, sir."
I'll see you around, Goobly. We're off on an adventure. And I leave the shop.
There's something mildly amusing about seeing John doing the action of giving 100 copper through his webcam.
I'm not gonna lie, that was my favourite bit about that.
Okay. What do the rest of you all do? Were you doing anything, or were you just waiting outside for?
We're just
I was just chilling, yeah.
yeah.
While
Okay,
that
so what would
occurred.
you all like to do now?
I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I'm ready
Right.
to go.
Okay, so you all go to Southgate and you leave the city and you start wandering down south to Feldenost. It's about a 3-day hike. After an hour or so of walking, you come upon the cemetery known as the Stones of the Damned. Roll an insight check, please, everyone.
What am I rolling for that? Do you remember?
D20.
Insight, yeah,
20.
D20.
Right. Jesus Christ, what was that?
That was me rolling a
Oh,
3.
into your tray.
Yeah. So 3 plus 3, 6.
It
Okay.
was insight. Let me get that. Insight
I got 16.
plus 2. I got 11.
Okay, so Luke, you have no idea why it's called that, or Jimby, as I should say. Titan and Sora, you recognise the name as one that's been mentioned in the Silver Sapphire. You know that this cemetery is used to bury the dead that wash ashore around the city of Karnak from ships that get caught on the teeth surrounding the island. As you walk through the cemetery, you come over this hill and you see about 100 feet away these 2 strange figures. One of them is hooding and is raised up a massive ornate staff in the air and is chanting. The second looks to be some kind of undead figure. As you walk closer, when they are about 50 feet away, the hooded one with the staff is going to turn towards you and he is going to throw a ray of frost at at Tim, and he just rolled a nat 20.
Oh no.
So let me get my dice. He is going to deal. Oh fuck me! He's going to deal 12 damage to you.
And Tim was the only one who wanted to fucking go. Tim was like, I want to go on an adventure, never mind, he's dead.
Is it too late to go back and have a second hearty breakfast?
This
Are you
is why
sure
I got
that-
copper coins.
Are you sure that this wasn't like just boulder of frost rather than ray of frost?
I'm very sure. At this point, all of you need to roll initiative.
14.
20.
Oh no. 4.
17.
I got a nat 20.
And so, what was that? Will, you got a nat 20.
Mm-hmm. It's probably the only one we'll get this entire time.
Okay. Well, Luke, what did you get?
17.
17. And then. Okay, so give me a second to have the run out.
That's alright, I'm writing some stuff up anyway.
Don't get touched by the frosty mist.
Twice. Don't trust Tim's adventures instinct. Might get one shot. Beep boop robot man.
Oh boy. Right. So, Will, it is your turn first. Tim and Luke are either side of you. These figures are 50 feet ahead of you.
Wait, so they're not 50 feet ahead of me?
No, they're 50 feet in front of you.
Oh, right, okay.
Like, Tim and Luke are to your left and right. You're in the middle of them. And in 50 feet ahead of your group are this skeleton figure and this hooded cloaked figure.
Okay. I'm gonna move 30 feet, and can I ready? Is that like a thing?
Yeah, you can ready. If you ready, what that means is that if any of them get close to you, you can ready an attack or ready any action, which means when they get close to you, you can apply your attack later on in the fight.
Okay, yeah, cool. I'll ready a counter attack, I guess.
It is now your turn, Dan.
Oh shit. Right, yeah. I'll cast Produce Flame.
Produce flame. Ooh, who are you casting it on?
Seeing as our big Robo boy just moved,
Traitor!
I'll cast it on Tyre.
Okay, do you want to roll an attack roll?
8 on a D8.
No, you need to roll a d20 for attack.
Fuck.
You can use that for your damage
If it hits.
if it hits.
18.
18, is that with... Oh, it doesn't matter. Will's arm class is 18. That hits. You rolled an 8, so Will, you take 8 fire damage as you see this skeleton suddenly produce a flame, and he throws it towards you, and it just catches you on the arm, and you end up with a smell of burnt wood and smouldering iron as it's taken to your arm.
Look at what you've done. Is it -8, did you say?
-8.
17.
Okay, it is now your turn, Tim.
I'm going to... You know what? I'm going to have some fun here. I'm going to action surge to dash forwards, and I'm going to absolutely batter that mage who ray of frost me.
Okay, you get action surge, so that can move you 60 feet.
Yep. And I'm going to do a disarming strike. Hang on a minute. So I'm going to do a disarming strike on him.
Okay.
So first off, it's D20. And it was +7, so that would be 21.
21. Ooh, crap. Okay, that hits.
Oh, yes. Okay, so we're going to be dealing to this boy 6, 11, 12, 14, 18 damage.
Holy crap. Okay. So you surge forward. He tries to step back, and you swing your sword up. You've just captured Cypher. It's thrown over his head. Somehow, he's just managed to keep hold of it in one hand, but your attack throws him backwards 5 feet as you open up his chest. He's not dead, but he's clearly in a very sick position at the moment.
Sick.
It is now Luke's turn.
I'm going to take a shot at him with my crossbow,
Roll an attack roll.
which is D20, 16. Do I add anything to
I
Dex.
that? 16.
But I can
plus
tell you
3.
you've hit him.
All right.
Okay, roll damage.
What's the thingy for a crossbow?
D8.
1.
plus dex.
Oh, all right, 4. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so
As-
you take a shot at him. You manage to catch him in the thigh, and he drops to the floor. He's on his knees. He's panting. He's clearly really not doing well. And in his turn, he's going to try and make a last-ditch attempt.
Can I?
Yeah.
I was going to make a bonus action, but
Oh, are you not done? Okay.
no, I was going to make a bonus action of healing word on Tim.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Roll for that.
I need the thing to see. It's been too long. I think it's 1d4, but
It's 1d4 plus your charisma, I think.
yeah, spellcasting ability modifier, so
That includes proficiency as well.
Yeah.
3 plus 6. Plus 2? Proficiency? Or
How is it plus 6?
my spellcasting ability is 6.
Yeah, that includes your proficiency. So
Oh,
that's 9.
Alright.
So
so
9
29.
overall.
Yeah.
Okay, so you shot at him, and then you lower your bow and raise your hand and cast a healing word on Tim. Tim, you are suddenly feeling a lot better across your whole chest and everything. Oh, wait. Yeah, across all yourself, across your chest where you were hit, suddenly warms up and you're feeling much better.
29 health. Yay.
This guy, after being charged by Tim, is going to try and raise the staff panically, trying to step back. And he's going to start shouting, "No, please don't kill me!" as he throws his hand out to try and throw another ray of frost at you. Holy fuck! Okay, I'm afraid he's hit you, Tim.
Well,
And
I'm
he's
afraid that healing did shit, Tim.
He deals 2 cold damage to you. So
Wow.
as he stumbles back, he throws up his hand. He doesn't get a direct hit, but he just captures you on the side, and all your left-hand side is now frozen. You've got icy burns along it. It is now Will's turn.
I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna throw that spiked grapple right at Dan's head.
Dan's head.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Actually,
Okay.
let's go for the chest. Actually,
Okay, so make a attack using Dex, not proficiency.
+3. So D20, yeah.
Yeah.
11.
11. What's your AC, Dan?
12.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm afraid you throw that grappling hook at him, but Dan is really nimble and just manages to sidestep, and you just completely miss him, I'm afraid.
Goes for my ghostly cut.
It's
it
now
my
your
go?
turn, Dan.
I'm gonna cast Druidcraft.
Okay, just to let you know, Tim is right. He's within combat distance of you. He can take a swing.
That's fine. I'm gonna cast Druidcraft and
Remind me
make
what
it
Druidcraft does.
unbelievably stormy. I can affect the weather, and I can like do random shit like blow out candles and stuff.
Oh, it's gonna rain.
Okay,
He's
what are you
blow
gonna
the
do?
candles,
I'm gonna
that's-
make it unbelievably stormy.
All right, so do you have to make a roll for that?
It doesn't say anywhere.
Okay, tell you what, for a bit of fun, roll a d20 and add your spell attack modifier.
Ooh, 16.
Alright, so you raise your hands chanting, and suddenly the wind starts to pick up. You can start to feel a splattering of rain. It's suddenly really cloudy, and it's not enough to deal any damage to anyone, but it's definitely off-putting, and kind of creepy how the weather's suddenly changed at this skeleton's demand. It is now Tim's turn.
I'm going to finish off this mage.
Okay, you'll need to step forward because he stepped back.
Yep, that's fine. I'm going to take a swing at him. I'm not going to bother with the maneuver this time. I'm just going to absolutely belt him up. Ooh, 19, 20, 26.
Okay, so you have had enough of this fight. You've had enough of this cold damage hitting you constantly. So you're going to step forward and you are just going to do a full cut one down his shoulder. And he is going to try and raise the staff to try and block you in a weak attempt. And as soon as your sword hits the staff, it snaps and an explosion spews forth. Do you want to make a dex save, Tim?
Okay. A minute. 13 plus 3 is 16.
Okay, so you just see it coming. You manage to just throw yourself backwards just before the explosion occurs. The mage is not so fortunate, and it blows up in front of him, and he just drops to the ground with his chest opened up. He is quite clearly dead. It is at this point the skeleton figure of Dan freezes for a moment, and you start to see dark tendrils emanating off him and flowing back towards this dead figure of a cloaked man, and just settle around him before fading away.
Suck it, bun.
Okay, so I'm going to say it is now technically Luke's turn, but what do you want to do?
I want to go investigate the wizard to see if he had good loot on him.
You will do that?
Yeah?
Bear in mind the skeleton figure?
Yeah, I don't want to go near that. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't want to touch that. Magic.
Okay, well, you head on over and you start to investigate this figure. Dan, what are you going to do?
How close is he?
How close is who?
Luke?
As he's approaching, I'm going to say he's about 15 feet away, as you've taken time to recover from what's just happened, and he's approaching the dead body. It's about 5 feet behind you.
How close is Tim?
Tim is literally directly to your left.
Cool. Yeah, I'll cast Poison Spray.
Okay, who on? Tim?
Tim.
Okay, Tim, you need to make a Constitution saving roll. I'm not even going to make Dan roll a tap because you're right next to him. And it's a cone of effect, so...
14.
What's your spell save, Dan?
My spell save is 12.
Oh, okay. So, Dan, so this skeleton figure is going to turn and throw out this purple, disgusting mist. Tim, you see it. You don't quite get out the way, but as it breaks onto you, you can feel it trying to bite into you, but it's not really having much of an effect on you.
Okay.
What are you guys going to do now? Are you all going to continue fighting?
Am I not investigating this dead boy?
Yeah,
You
are we not
can
still
go...
going in order, or what?
I'm waiting
Okay,
for my loot.
so Tim, before you carry on, Luke, Tim, what are you going to do now? After this skeleton figure has just tried attacking you.
I'm actually going to stop and ask the skeleton what he's doing.
Okay. Dan?
Skeleton Boy. Right. Mr. Skeleton Boy over here. No. I get up and shriek at the top of my lungs. And that is all. I just ghostly shriek of
Okay, Luke and Will, what are you doing while this is going on?
I'm gonna run up and take a swing at the screaming
I'm
man.
still looting. I'm still looting.
Okay, Luke, you're over at the body. I will deal with you in a minute. Will, make an attack roll.
I might need to deal with this. I don't know what's going on.
Uh, 9? 9, I think.
What did you roll?
Rolled a 7.
What? Add your strength.
Oh, 5 plus 2 for the proficiency bonus.
Okay. So 7 plus 5 plus 2 is 14. You hit Dan. Roll damage.
Yeah, boy.
What am I rolling for damage? I've forgotten all this stuff. I can't
You've
remember.
got a warhammer. Use it two-handed, so D10, and then you add your strength.
D10. Ah, well, I do a D10, and then when we come to... We're doing damage at the moment.
Yes.
Right.
And then you
I think I
get
also get... I
Yeah.
get 1 plus D4, I think.
Yeah, he does.
I have it written down here.
Oh, what's
It's a
your
proficient
archetype?
melee.
He's brute, so he gets plus
Oh,
1d4.
yeah. You also get to deal +1 fire damage.
Oh yeah, on top of that, yeah, great. Okay. I got a 4 on that D10,
Okay.
and I got a 1 on the D4.
That's 5 plus your 5
Plus-
strength is 10 plus your 1 fire damage is
Okay,
11.
so you're going to charge forward after this going to Sleet having enough of its done, and you're just going to bring your warhammer straight down on its head. You're going to deal 10 bludgeoning damage and 1 fire damage. The skeleton figure is just going to crumple down to his knee for a moment, just clearly taking this massive beating, and is looking mildly dazed. Dan, you are slightly dazed by this. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna cast Druidcraft again.
What do you want to do now?
I'm gonna make it snow.
What? Okay. Okay,
Hey, I
roll
like
the
this now.
D20
Actually,
again.
I might have changed my mind.
11.
Okay, is that with your spell modifier?
No. It's 13.
13. Wait, with your spell attack modifier?
Oh, my attack modifier?
Yeah,
No, it's
sorry.
15 then.
Okay, so despite this strike to the head you've just taken, you again manage to stand and raise your hands, and this time you can feel the weather turn. It's still windy, but now it's got a chill to it, and you can start feeling blizzard, and it's actually starting to get a little bit hard to see slightly. Okay, Luke, you're just ignoring what's going on, and you're at the body.
Just
Um,
want some loot.
Roll investigation if you want to loot it.
Yeah. 7 plus 2, 9.
Okay, so you start to inspect the body and pulling off the hood, you just see a bald-headed young man who looked to have been in his early 20s. He doesn't have much on him, though, but these tattered robes and this split staff that looked like it once had some magic power. You can feel some dregs of magical energy, but it's clearly useless now.
Sorry.
Do I get my bolt back from this?
So yeah, you can pull your bolt back. There's nothing else on this guy. What else are you gonna do?
Feel
Do
free
I
to
get
carry
to,
on.
do I actually get to
Just
make an
gotta-
attack?
I just gotta go for 1 second, but I actually mean a second, so feel free to carry on.
Okay. What are you going to do now, Luke? While
do
the others are still fighting each other.
Do I get to get myself involved in that? Can I?
You can do if you want.
Oh, sweet. I'm gonna yell at this stupid skeleton about him changing the weather. It wasn't forecast for snow. I didn't wear my special shoes. He's ruining my shoe.
Okay, so the three of you, the skeleton figure, Sora, and Titan all just pause for a moment and look at this half-elven bard who just suddenly launches into a tirade about how it's suddenly snowing and how he's wearing the long footwear. And you can't help but wonder if he's slightly lost his mind.
I
Where
didn't
did
get
I
any
come
loot.
back
And
to?
it's snowing. I can't be doing with this. You stupid skeleton.
Dan, what are you gonna do?
Psychic damage.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand.
Let's go damage.
Wait,
John, you're forgetting the cantrip that he just used.
Yeah, it's vicious
oh,
mockery.
you just said you were shouting at him. I didn't realise you were casting a spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What spell was it?
Vicious Mockery. 1d4 psychic damage and a disadvantage.
On a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Okay, Dan, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, boy's dead. Give me a sec. What do I roll?
Wisdom saving throw. So roll a d20 and then add your wisdom saving throw. It's near the top left of your sheet.
All right. 24.
Yeah, no, that. So you try and shout at him, you try and mock him viciously, Luke, but it's clearly having no effect on him. It's not stopping him in the slightest.
I hate these damn leather skeletons.
At this point, after I'm going to change what was going to happen slightly. At this point, after the slight break fight, you're all going to resume. And if you're going to insist on fighting, will everyone please re-roll initiative?
Yes.
Yep.
20, not 20.
13.
15.
Boy rolled a nat one, sir. It don't matter.
Okay. Right. So Luke and Will, what did you roll again?
Not 20.
13. 13.
Tim and Will, sorry.
13.
15.
Right. Okay. Luke, it's your go first.
I'm gonna try and viciously mock this stupid skeleton again. Oi! Bonehead! Stop!
Okay, Dan,
being
make a saving throw.
dick.
18.
Yeah, no, you keep trying to mock this skeleton, but it's not having much of an effect.
Hate this skeleton.
You start to feel as though your cantrip is just not getting anywhere. Tim, it is your go.
Well, I've tried the passive route. So,
Try to be Gandhi.
I'm
He's
going
trying
to
to be Gandhi, now he's going to be Civ Gandhi.
Now you see, I'm going to see if Dan can survive without his head. So,
It's an interesting point.
5, 6, 10, 12.
Yeah, no. So, is that a hit? Is that your attack
It's
roll?
12, yeah. That's my
Okay,
attack roll.
yeah, you've hit him.
Okay, right. This is a disarming maneuver. Disarming of the head, but still disarming.
More like a beheading maneuver then, but okay.
So it's 7, 11, 13, 17 damage.
Okay, so you've quite clearly had enough, and this skeleton figure is really starting to do you nothing. So you're just going to step
Is he?
forward, and you're not even going to take a full swing. You're just going to go and punch him with the pommel of your sword, and it just collides with his skull, and he just drops back, and you hear a clattering, and some of his bones suddenly just fall apart at the joints. You can still see him twitching, but he's not dead, but neither are you sure if he's actually alive at this point either. Dan, you are now not unconscious.
Is it my go?
No, that fight's over.
Boy,
I am literally unconscious.
I have something to do.
At the end of this fight, you three get, I'm going to say, 100 experience each.
Hey.
So you kind of stand there. The weather's still really snowy and blustery, and it's starting to get rather nippy. What are you going to do with the remains of this skeleton in front of you?
Well, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and pull an arm off. I mean, think about it, right? On my inventory, I have an eyeball, a rib cage, deer teeth, small iron nugget, pinky finger, dead red bird, normal dead bird, and I want an arm to add to that. So I'm gonna try and get an arm. You never know, it might come in handy.
Can I just warn you that he's a magic skeleton, so it might not go well?
He's
Okay, so you
unconscious.
step forward.
Magic
Can
wand.
you grab an arm? You try and put it off. Can you make a strength roll for me, Dan? Please, can you make a Constitution
What am I rolling for strength?
D20? D20 is the one you use for when you're rolling skills, your abilities, stuff like that.
Okay.
But do you want me to roll a Constitution?
Yeah, so D20 plus your Constitution modifier.
Did I just like skip out?
17.
Oh, wait,
Okay, Will.
5. Yeah, no, that matters. 12.
Okay, so you've grabbed his arm and you've started to yank it and you're pulling it as hard as you can, but it's not giving. Like, for some reason, some of his bones are still fusing. At this point, you can start to see some of the bones that have disjointed a little bit are starting to shift back towards each other a little bit.
Oh no.
Should we like grab the bones that are trying to go back together so he can't go back together?
Oh my god, no, I've got
We
a
should
plan.
like
I've got a
split
plan.
up the
I've got a
individual
plan.
bits. This is a bit of an Infinity Stone sort of
Yeah.
situation.
I've got a plan, guys. Right? Some of the bones are slowly gravitating back together, so I'm going to take one and like pull it about 10 feet away, and the body's just going to drag itself along towards this
Yeah,
bone.
that's a good, yeah, no, good point. Yeah, just take like a foot, put it in your bag, and he'll carry himself.
Is that what you're trying to do? Is that what you want to do?
We'll continue as to where we're going, but we're going to take a foot with us so the body keeps on following us behind.
Okay, so you look down at one of the feet, and the both feet are still on, but you can see some of the toe bones of like the big toe on the right foot has fallen off. You go to pick it up, and you can feel a pulling force trying to go back to the body, and you manage to lift it up to about 2 foot off the ground, but then it gets exponentially harder. Roll a strength roll for me.
Oh dear! How does a natural 1 sound?
The toe pulls you off.
Okay, so you're gonna try and pull it, give it all the best you can, and you suddenly feel your knee give, and it just flies back, pulling you with it, and you're just thrown over this body and just face plant the ground as the toe snaps back into place. You are going to take 1 damage as your head collides with the floor.
Nice.
Can I roll Arcana to see if the skeleton's magic is what's going on with that?
You can do.
Cool. Right.
I like the fact that Dan's not saying anything.
plus
He's
3.
just unconscious on the floor, and we're just
I am
going around
unconscious.
it.
I can't do anything.
I got 8.
Can't be out here metagame.
Okay, you got 8. You weren't able to figure out much about the magic of this skeleton, but there's definitely magic there. You
Oh, really?
think it's the life force of the skeleton. You weren't able to tell much about it, but it seems to be that while it can't die as such, it can be knocked out and scattered. It is at this point, Dan, can you roll a constitution saving throw, please?
11.
Okay, so the skeleton gives a sort of groan slightly, and it shifts its head and sort of sits up, and you are now conscious with 1 health.
My man. My man's awake.
Kick him! Kick him!
Grip the hand.
As I wake up, I let out a massive groan and look around, observe the beautiful snow, and screech again.
Alright, how are you three going to react to this?
Kick
Calm
it!
the fuck down!
Kick it! Kick it in the face! Get it away!
Right, Tim, you're going to shout calm down. Luke, will you try and make an attack roll for a kick? Just the D20, nothing else.
8.
Right, you go to kick, but you slip on the snow and you fall flat on your ass. Dan, what are you going to do?
How heavy are you as a half elf?
I don't know, actually.
You should have your weight on your character sheet.
I don't remember writing it down.
No, I don't remember that either, to be honest. Where would it say?
Human weight?
On your
I guess?
second, you'll
It'll
have
be
a
on your
view
second sheet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Second? I wasn't given a second sheet.
Yeah, I
I
don't.
wasn't given a second sheet.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys must have missed your.
Right.
Okay.
It's
You're
fine
out.
anyway. Right.
I'm gonna guess that with Luke's height being just under 6 foot, I'm gonna say around 110 pounds.
Cool.
That's
That's
not
alright.
very big.
I'm gonna. Am I fully functional? How can I get up?
You're fully functional. You're low on health and you're feeling really drained, but you can stand.
Right. Okay. So I'm gonna waddle over to the hooded mage dude.
Yeah.
Like, kind of I'm pretty much just fucking. I'm on my legs, just like wading through the snow to this dude.
At this point, you all noticed that there was about a half inch of snow. The blizzard has picked up considerably.
So I wade over to the guy who's now currently falling into the snow because the snow's that thick. You can barely see me because I'm like fucking tiny and I'm a skeleton. All right. But for reference, I am like 6 foot, so I'm pretty big, but I am a skeleton. I wade over there and I cast. I cast Druidcraft again.
Okay. Roll a attack roll.
It's not an attack. I literally just wanted to.
It's more for me to gauge how
12.
drastic the effect is. 12. Okay, what is it you wanting to do?
I want a 1 foot circle of rain exclusively around me.
Oh, okay. So you cast this craft, and the party members behind you suddenly realise that the clouds around you, in about a 1 foot diameter, are suddenly darkening to a really horrible, almost black colour, and it's just sheet rain suddenly collapses on you. It is still snowing around you, and you have still got snow landing at your feet as it is blown across into your circle, but it is just sheet rain above your head.
The fuck is going on?
You know what? I'm going to walk over and say, out of interest, can you actually talk?
I want to go. I just want to go and grab my grapple hook.
Will, you can go grab your
I've been
grapple
waiting
hook.
patiently this
Tim,
whole time.
you go over to talk to Skellington. You two have at it.
Nah.
You know what I mean in terms of talking.
Why did you ask him?
Can you actually talk?
In a ghostly response, I say yes.
You got to do the voice.
Do you want me to do the voice?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
There you go.
Could you explain what's actually going on here? Because we've just kind of wandered over. I got hit by some mage, and then I hit the mage back considerably harder. And now people are dead, so I'd like an explanation, please.
You invaded my land. What do you think was going to happen?
I'm going to elect to taunt him with the ribcage that I have, saying, "Look at your brother."
Ignore him. Ignore him. we're just passing through. We're going to a different town. We're not trying to invade your land. We may have killed people, but we're not trying to invade.
We showed a lot less mercy to the guards we're supposed to protect.
I reply, I guess, saying, "You are forever in my debt now. I shall follow you to the lands."
Okay.
What can you?
First request: if you're in debt to us, It's getting a bit cold. Could you stop the snow, please?
It's a good
I
point.
don't respond and just walk over to the party.
Okay.
It is at this point the
It's
party
smelling right.
becomes 4 members instead of 3, and you learn from the skeleton that he is Jim, and he is a skeleton
It's
druid.
called Jim. Hold up.
We've got problems here.
By the way, I'm gonna make a note. I always am at least like a few feet behind you. I'm never part of the full party. I don't talk much. I talk in like singular sentences exclusively, and that's it.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Don't like the skeleton already.
Oh boy!
Smells.
By the way, it is still snowing, and the rain is still following me.
At this point,
I'm
you
fine with
tried
this.
badgering your new party member to change the weather, but it's not happening. He just kind of stands there sullenly. So you decide to carry on down the road and make your way back down to Feldenust. And nothing else happens throughout the rest of the day. The weather's still absolutely abysmal, despite the fact that it is still midsummer. It's almost as if the weather's following you, because it doesn't look like there's much snow on the ground. It looks like it's only just started everywhere you go. You travel further down south, and evening starts to arise, and you start to make plans to camp for the night. Would you all roll survival for me, please?
Nat 20.
11.
You're getting a lot of nat 20s, Luke.
I know.
16.
Like 2.
13.
Okay, so you'll start to look for a suitable place to camp. Is at this point Luke notices that at the top of the hill, just to the east of the path, down below, there's a small collection of trees that offer a bit of shelter from the weather, and with the 2 hills either side, it offers just a little bit more protection for you. So you go down and you try and bed down for a night where you can. It is after you've got a fire going and you've started cooking your food. Can you all roll perception, please?
15 plus
12.
3. No, 4. 19.
13.
And
Oh.
what was yours, Luke?
19.
19. Okay. So you'll sat down around the fire. Is at this point you'll notice there's some smoke emanating from the Dragonborn. You just kind of sit there and watch for a few seconds as the smoke gets thicker, and it almost looks as if he's becoming slightly ghostly. His opacity, you can almost see through him slightly. What are you going to do?
I'm going to cast Druidcraft and blow wind over him.
So Dan's gonna fart on him.
I'm just going to just a puff of wind just over him.
Okay, you cast Druidcraft, and the wind picks up a little bit just in your local area around the 10 foot of you, and it blows a lot of the smoke away, but you can see more smoke is being generated. Before you can do anything, there is now a flash, an explosion of force outwards, and you are all going to have to make dex saving throws.
God damn it! I wanted to ask him if he was feeling
no.
good.
7.
No!
What is it? A dex?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no.
I got a 7 as well.
Whoa.
Dan?
I rolled a nat 1.
For fuck's sake.
This skeleton's on 1 HP.
Oh,
I'm gonna heal
Hey,
him.
bear in mind, that is a 2, by the way. That is a 2.
okay, right. Let me get right. Okay, so Luke and Will, you are suddenly blown backwards and you land on your back, and you both take 6 damage. Dan, you have just blown head over heels. You take 5 damage, and your arm is just pulled off,
Cool.
and you're about 10 feet away. And as you run and you sit back up, you suddenly notice that in the place of your Dragonborn, there is now a young human child with purple hair in a nice ordained cloak. Tim,
Thank
you
God
can
it's
now
not
sort
me.
character sheets.
Tim, how much do you weigh?
Oh no.
No
My
one
new
knows
character,
Yeah.
113 pounds.
Okay.
I'm gonna pretend that I didn't
Don't
hear.
like that laugh.
I'm gonna pretend that I didn't hear that it was your new character because we wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
take a swing.
Obviously.
Well, I'm not unconscious, so I'm just chilling.
Okay, you're gonna charge and take a swing, Will.
Yeah. I don't know what
Make
it
an
is.
attack roll.
Oh
it,
no.
It just like chest bursted its way out of my quote unquote mate. 18 plus whatever. Was it plus strength?
Well, it's hit.
It's a hit. Tim, I can't change your character portrait at the moment as a FYI, so
Oh.
just gonna have to stick with the dwarf.
The dwarf? Why has he got a dwarf?
Because we didn't have an image for his Dragonborn, and because he was gonna swap, there was no point in making one. So yeah, you're gonna roll damage.
So what? A D10.
Yep.
I got a 6 plus. What am I adding up for this? Is it strength?
Yeah.
That's 11. Plus is someone else?
No, it's just your strength for your damage.
Oh, yeah.
So
11.
you rolled a what? Sorry.
Oh, is this damage? Oh, I need to
Yeah.
do the. Hold on, I need to do a D4 as well. Right. So that's 13 plus 1 fire damage. So 14 in a way.
Okay, so you've just charged and you swing your hammer around and you've just hit this poor small human girl straight in the chest, knocking her backwards. And Tim, your character is now prone after taking 14 damage. What do you all do?
Should point out, I do feel bad, but it's what do you do?
As an aside for Tim's character only, so you guys are gonna have to pretend you didn't hear this.
Oh,
Tim, for
Wow.
your Dragonborn, you had felt weird, and your vision goes blurry for a second. Next thing you know, you're not at a campfire. You're at some kind of village, surrounded by about 24 people, all looking at you angrily and confused. You have no clue where you are now. For your sorcerer character, last thing you knew, you were getting chased out your village. Now you're here in the middle of nowhere and you've just been attacked by this huge monster. What do you all do?
I'm just gonna sit and groan on the floor because I've just been thrown 10 feet by a warhammer. I've got a hole in my chest and I'm just gonna go like, oh, ow.
What's the rest of you gonna do?
I'm
I'm gonna aim my crossbow and ask, what is happening? Where did you come from? Where is our team member?
I'm gonna charge up and ask the important question, whispering. Piss off, ghost.
What was
What?
that?
Piss off, ghost.
That's not the question.
Alright, yeah, that's not a question. Yeah, alright, the statement. Just like right in the ear. Like right in the ear.
Oh my god.
I'm
Do I
not
not
a
answers to my
ghost.
question?
Pretty ghostly to me. Just pop out of nowhere. Can't do that.
I want to know what's going on. Where the hell
I
did you
don't-
come from? Who are
I
you?
don't know what's going on. I've got a great big hole in my chest because your mate hit me with
Explain or you'll have a crossbow in
It's
your
your
face.
fault. Where's Dragon Man?
I don't
You're
know.
freaking out,
What
Titan.
do you do?
You don't want to make him confused and angry. It's bad.
I'm
start
sorry, I don't
short-circuiting.
know what's going on. But please
idea?
don't hit me again. That was
Do you have any
painful.
idea where our Dragonborn is then?
Uh,
I didn't even get to take a tooth from him.
I'm gonna roll Arcana and see if I can figure out what actually happened. Oh yes, 25.
Okay, so you managed to placate these strange people who are suddenly threatening you just for long enough for you to sense the magic around you. You can definitely tell some powerful magic was just cast, but the magic essence of it is already fading away. After some moments analysing it, you start to realise that a body swap spell has just occurred.
I
Okay.
could not. Oh, do we know that? What
No,
No,
happened?
Tim
What
knows
happened?
that.
Tell us.
Okay, I'm gonna put my hand out to make them stop for a couple of seconds, and then say, I think I know what's going on. I can tell by the magic. I think I've just been swapped with your friend. So your friend is probably where I just was.
They kidnapped our mate.
Where is he?
He's,
Where were you?
I, I was getting chased out of my village because I was being a bit of an ass.
Oh, we got another one.
Just the same replacement. Nothing's gonna
Yeah, but
change.
this one's smaller.
Good point.
Smaller is always less good.
Okay, I'm gonna stand up now. Now that I actually know what's going on.
Okay, so after this strange development, you all start to talk. You learn about this new.
I am still unconscious.
Yeah, fuck yeah! You change the weather, you don't change it back.
Actually,
you can stay over
I'm
there.
gonna. No. I have a. What was it called? A common health potion. Alright, you eat that down his throat. Just get that down there.
Okay, so you just roll insight for me, Will.
Does a
Oh.
skeleton drink a potion?
Don't point that out. Insight. What's my insight thing? +2. Oh, 7.
Okay, so you don't you feel like something's bothering you, but you don't really think about it to start off with. I've just swapped the wrong image. Oops. But you
What happened?
Now,
The Skelly boy's a little girl.
just got John's stream open and he accidentally swapped Dan's character profile to a new one.
Hold on, I need to get this open.
anyway, so you get it out. You feel like something's bothering you, but you're still getting it out. You've got it out your bag. You start wandering over to the skeleton. You uncork it, and it's just as you kneel down, you suddenly have a thought. Wait a minute, he's undead. That's black magic.
That's
I
racist.
don't like how you said that. Yeah.
What? This will make it worse. And you suddenly realise that giving him a health potion is not what you want to be doing right now.
It'll make it worse though.
And as you do this,
I don't know it.
Dan, roll Constitution.
Sir, yes, sir.
So wait, hold up.
12.
If healing him
Wrong one.
If healing him damages him, then surely damaging him.
Oh no, I'm a girl.
You were a girl for a minute.
Yes, Will.
I'm gonna take a swing with my hammer.
Oh, fuck's sake. Roll attack.
13 plus. Was that +5?
Plus your proficiency, but you've hit.
Oh yeah, 2.
Dan,
Don't worry, I'll
roll
get you back up.
Constitution
Don't you
for me.
worry.
Roll Constitution.
Yeah.
8.
Okay, never mind. So this skeleton was just kind of twitchy on the floor, so you decide to take a swing. Not a full one, but you've just getting like a bit of a rap on the chest with his hammer, and he's just gonna stop twitching.
There you go. He's not having like any like chest spasms or anything now. He's stable.
Fixed.
You decide to pull him over to the fire and look after him, and you start to bed down for a night. Are you going to set up a watch?
I am the watch, aren't I?
Yeah, he
Yes,
is the
but
watch,
you
he
have
doesn't
4
sleep.
hours. While you can watch, do you have 4 hours where you cannot move at all? It turns out that guy in Archeon was right.
They've
I
gone
missed
back to that
over that.
shop again. Um,
Might I make a request?
Yes.
This is to the party.
Okay.
I know you don't really know
we're not
me.
going to listen to you, but okay.
You're clearly not going to want me on watch because you barely know who I am. Please, can the half elf be on watch? Because
Oh,
That
I've
sounds
got
mighty
a hole.
suspicious.
I've got a hole in my chest, and I kind of need to recover, please.
that's your problem.
Yeah. Well, what's your business here? We don't know you, and all of a sudden you're asking specifically the dude who needs to rest, to get his stuff back to stay watch, and then the guy who doesn't need that to rest is sketchy, and I don't trust
You
you.
still need to rest, Will.
Yeah, I know, but after those 4 hours.
Yeah, but you still. You can still have a watch. You are still resting. It still counts as a long rest for you, even
Alright,
if
right,
you're
right.
on watch.
Oh, okay.
A
Alright,
long
I'm-
rest is a period of inactivity. So,
Alright, I'm down then. Yeah, that's fine then.
Well,
I'll
I'm
take
still
I'm
unconscious,
afraid you
right?
cannot be on watch, Dan, because you are going to need a long rest to recover. You have
Go.
been knocked out twice today.
Skelly boy, go and fly. I'm going to sleep.
Titan can go first, and I'll rest, and then we'll switch out.
Okay, so after a dramatic day, you all decide to bed down, and you start off with Titan watching for the first 4 hours, of which nothing occurs. You then wake up your half-elf friend Jimby, who takes watch, and nothing happens. Overnight, you all get a long rest, you all fully recover, and in the morning of day 2, you decide to carry on your journey to Feldenust. Now, at this point, I'm going to call a quick break because I need to go to the toilet before I piss myself with you guys actually stressing me out.
Nice.
I'll be back in a minute, sorry.
Go, go, go.
You know, I'm glad that my mage has a decent amount
While
of
I'm
health. 'cause
gone, Dan and Tim, you can now discuss like character